Hey everyone, I went to the comic book store and I got a huge stack of comics. I'm going to go over some of them with you. First up, I found an Amazing Spider-Man 366, which I think I might have already. I don't know for sure. I know I've seen this specific cover before. And then here's a really old Iron Man comic that's falling apart. But it's in readable condition, and in the back there's a commercial for House 2, the second story. That's kind of neat. I'm not a big Iron Man fan, so I'm probably going to end up giving this away. Let's see. Yeah, gotta be careful with the back. And then this is a weird thing. Camelot 3000. Now I've heard of this, but I don't know anything about it. But it's the first issue, so like, I'll read it, sure. And then this is a weird thing. Let's see. We have the beginning of tomorrow, Manhunter number 0. Yeah, number 0. So I don't know, is this like a prequel comic, or was this like a preview comic, or was this the first one they did and they just called it 0 because they were trying to be cool? And here's an Excalibur comic, but not Excalibur, this is Excalibur. Yeah, the R-E, not U-R, Excalibur. Which, again, I think I already have this issue. A lot of these, I got them in these, like, bundles of 3 or 4 comics for $1, so a lot of these I didn't know what I was getting. I already separated quite a few, like, doubles and things I already have tons of, like Ray in the Future Force. Tons of those. Nobody likes Ray in the Future Force for some reason. I thought it was okay, but, you know, whatever. Conan the Barbarian, The End. Which I guess this was the final issue of one of Marvel's Conan the Barbarian comics. I did flip through this, and at the end it says Conan will continue in some other series. So it's not actually the end, but I guess for this particular run it was. Images of Shadowhawk. Now, I thought this was going to be like, oh, so it's like an art book, right? No, it's like a real comic with artwork from the guy that did Trencher, it looks like. Oh, Trencher is in this. Okay, so... Oh, okay, there he is on the cover there. Okay. I don't really know what Images of Shadowhawk is. I guess it was a spin-off of normal Shadowhawk or something? Weird. And here we got a Savage Dragon comic, Enter She-Dragon. I've never really been a huge Savage Dragon fan. For whatever reason, the series just never clicked with me. Like, I like Savage Dragon just fine. Like, whenever I've picked up an issue, I liked it, but I don't know. There's just something about it that didn't really appeal to me for whatever reason. I don't know what it was. And here we got Nexus the Liberator. I used to see this guy everywhere back in the 90s. He fell off hard, I guess, and went deep into obscurity. Nobody knows who this guy is anymore. But this is, let's see, what's this? Number 1 of 4, so I guess it's his first comic. Who wrote this? Stefan Petruccia? Didn't that guy do some of the Power Ranger comics for paper cuts? Huh. I'll have to look into that. That's interesting. And we got a Marvel Age thing still in a bag. And, yeah, never opened, so, it's weird. There's no card or anything in here. Oh, wait, the bottom is ripped open. Okay. Okay, so I guess it is open. I don't know why it came in a bag. Maybe originally it came with trading cards. Anyway, we got Grendel Tales, another big 90s guy that nobody knows who it is anymore. And, you know, I never read a single Grendel comic ever. So, yeah, I don't know. I guess this is like a spin-off or something. I don't think this is the first one. So maybe I'll be confused or something. Here we got a Cable comic, number 36. And I don't have this one. I'm pretty sure I don't have that one. Another Cable comic, number 12. That staple down here is sticking out in a weird way. There's a commercial for trading cards in the back. And here we got an X-Force comic. Let's see, number 19, and then, oh, X-Force number 18. And this was a really cool thing to find. Predator versus Magnus Robot Fighter number 1. I have number 2 lying around somewhere, but I don't have the first, so this was a really cool thing to find, because I love the old Dark Horse Predator and Alien comics. Those are awesome. It's weird, I've never really been super big into Predator or Alien. I tried watching the Alien movies a while ago, and they're fine, but they are not for me. Predator I liked a little bit more, but it didn't really stick with me, and I didn't like any of the sequels. Moving on, here's an X-Men Classics, or Classic, number 98. I like the X-Men Classics, those are pretty cool. I got a big chunk of Classics up here. I don't know how many more I need to complete the run, though. And then here we got a Thunderbolts Annual. Let's see. 2000. Okay. Oh, and Hawkeye's in it. Mephisto's in it. So that's pretty cool. I'll probably read it at some point. Oh, and here we got just a normal UR Excalibur comic. Yep, UR. Number 13. I know I don't have this one, because I'm missing a lot of the earlier issues of Excalibur. I got a whole bunch of them a while ago, but, let's see, they start at, like, issue 20 and go up from there. And then here we got X-Men Universe. Let's see, what is this? 14, okay. What do we got inside? Uncanny X-Men, X-Men, and another Uncanny X-Men. Does it say which issues they are? I guess not. For whatever reason, it doesn't say what the actual issues numbers are. Let's see. It doesn't say anywhere. That's weird. Usually, don't these say at the beginning, like, originally printed as, and then it'll give the number? So that's kind of weird for one of these. Next thing is kind of cool. Pumpkinhead, The Rites of Exorcism. I do have a Pumpkinhead comic somewhere, but I think it's like just an adaptation of the movie. With a name like Rites of Exorcism, this sounds like it's some kind of spin-off or something. And here we got an Archer and Armstrong comic. Let's see, number 8, which I'm pretty sure I already have this one. And on the flip side, there's an Eternal Warrior comic, or it's just a separate cover. I don't really know. Oh. Okay, okay, yeah, I guess it's just something they wanted to do for the back, because this is a team-up, maybe? Yeah, I guess it's a team-up. I don't remember, I haven't read this in years. Here we got Uncanny X-Men, number 440. I don't know if I have this one or not. I'm not a big fan of the art style of some of these later X-Men comics. A while ago, I got a bunch of, like, little paperback collections of some of these later Uncanny X-Men comics, and, man, I'm not a fan of the art style that they went with for some of those. Next up, I got some Turok comics, number 30 and number 20. Huh. Weird. I don't know if I have these or not. Oh, this one apparently came with cards, but it's ripped open. Okay, someone took the cards and then, I guess, didn't want the comic or something. Here we got a Solar Man of the Atom comic, and I remember this one. I had this when I was a kid. This is a very gross story with this weird parasitic alien monster feeding off of somebody and getting them all gross and ugh. Kind of turned me off of Solar for a while. It wasn't until later I found more Solar comics, and I was like, oh, okay, they're not all really nasty like that. Oh, here we got another Excalibur comic. Let's see. Oh, and Spider-Man's in it, number 53. Here's Excalibur, number 9. No Spider-Man. Oh, there's that person on the back there. I recognize her face there. She has like a huge face. It takes up a whole cover of one of the issues. Here's Troll. Yeah, the Image Troll. Let's see. Is this any good? Like, the artwork looks okay. Let's see. Creator, writer, Rob Liefeld. Pencils, Jeff Mitsuda. Maybe. I don't know. Troll is a weird character. Like, I've read some of his other comics, and I can't really get a feel for who he is. Here we got an Uncanny Origins of Doctor Strange. I found some of these Uncanny Origins for X-Men characters, and with a name like Uncanny Origins, I just assumed that they'd all be about X-Men, but since then I found other comics about characters who aren't X-Men. But they're kind of cool things. I like the artwork, the stories are like pretty fast-paced, and sum up the origins of different characters pretty well. And here we got a Magnus Robot Fighter comic, number 35. I don't have a lot to say about that. And this is a cool thing. Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, number 1 of 4. I have, I think, 3 and 4 of this. I remember when I was really little, I found, I think it was 4? Or maybe, I don't remember which issue exactly it was, but I found one of them, and I thought it was pretty cool. I wasn't really a big fan of the movie itself, but the comic adaptation was kind of cool. So it's neat to find another issue of that, and it comes with little trading cards in the back, apparently. That's neat. And, yep, still in a bag, never opened. Here's another X-Men Unlimited comic. Oh, wait, what was the other one? Was the other one Unlimited, or some other name? Crap, now I don't remember what it was called. Anyway, yeah, X-Men Unlimited. Oh, okay, this is all like one story, it's not individual. Oh, X-Men Universe, that's the other one that was in there. So yeah, Unlimited was like its own thing. Universe was reprints. And here's a Generation X, number 31. Oh, and there's a fold-out thing in the front. Summing up a bunch of stuff that happened in past issues of Generation X. Pretty sure I don't have this one. I've been reading my Generation X comics lately, and this cover did not look familiar to me. Let's see, here's an Eternal Enemy comic, I guess. Let's see. This looks really familiar. I think I might have had this as a kid. When I was younger, there was a dollar store that would sell old comics, and they'd have a bunch of like old Valiant comics. So I'm pretty sure I must have like bought this from there, and then I gave it away, or it got stolen, maybe, I don't know. And then this is a neat thing, Trick or Read free comic day issue. Let's see. Yeah, this is part of like a Halloween free comic book day promotion. This is, crap, what's her name? Dr. Aphra Star Wars. No idea who this is. Let's see, was she from the Solo movie, or some Disney thing, or a video game, or is she like some obscure character from a really old novel or something? I don't know who Dr. Aphra is. Let's see, there's a thing in the back here. Features characters we love, both new and old. Okay. Dr. Aphra is a great new character. Okay, so I guess she's a new character? I don't know who she is, what her connection is to anything. There's one of those little, weird-looking little, bug-eye droids. I don't know what to think about this. And here's a Wolverine comic. Let's see. Oh, number 1. Oh, Days of Future Past, inspired by the all-time classic story. And then we got, oh, there's a whole thingy to get you up to date on everything. Is this a one-shot? Kind of looks like it might have been a, oh, to be continued. Okay, so I guess there was another one of these, whatever this was. And here's a New Mutants comic, number 7, so pretty sure I don't have this. I don't know for sure. I have a lot of New Mutants comics, and I don't... Let's see, I'm flipping through. It doesn't look familiar. I'm pretty sure I don't have this one, so that's cool. And here we got an Alpha Flight comic. Let's see, number 53. I don't know if I have this one or not either. I have almost the entire original run of Alpha Flight now, because I really liked Alpha Flight. So I might have this, but the cover didn't look well, it looked familiar, but like I'm not sure if I actually had it or not. And then this is a weird thing. A couple of, let's see, really recent Bloodshot comics from Valiant. At least I assume they're recent. Maybe they're like from 10 years ago or something. Let's see. 2014. Okay, yeah, they're 10 years old. But they're new to me, because I mainly just know the old 90s Bloodshot. I don't really know what's going on in the new comics. And then here we got a whole bunch of Deathlock comics. That was really neat. They had a whole bunch of Deathlock comics, and I'm pretty sure I don't have any of these. When I was really young, I had a couple of Deathlock comics. I don't know if I kept them or not. I'll have to dig through the closet. Let's see. Back here, I have stacks and stacks of old comics. I went through them a while ago. Oh, and then there's more comics here. I don't know if maybe they're in there, or on this shelf here, or there, or there. I don't know what's over there. Anyway, I really like Deathlock, but for whatever reason, I just couldn't find a lot of his comics when I was a kid. So this was a really neat thing to find, like, a whole bunch of them all at once. So, yeah, I'll have to find those, and then, like, yeah, I'm on a good start to tracking down some more old Deathlock comics. I have 3, 4, 8, and 10 here. And then I have, let's see, there's a 2-part team-up with Punisher I have. Then there's a team-up with Sleepwalker, but I think that was a part of the Sleepwalker comic. And so that's it for, like the old back-issue comics. I also got some new stuff. Here we got Gargoyles Quest number 2. I have number 1 back there somewhere. I haven't actually read it yet. I really like the new Gargoyles comics. They're doing a great job with these. These are really, really cool. Let's see. There's the main series, and then there's Dark Ages, which are also really cool. There was a Halloween special. I think there was another special, maybe? I don't remember for sure. And then, Ranger Academy number 7. Yeah, I already did the video on this, but I wanted to own a physical copy of it. So that's it for this one. Hope you enjoyed it. See ya.